What is going on, guys? It is summer here. I'm back with another video. Change of scenery today. We are actually outside. I'm so happy to be outside. In today's video, I was just like thinking about like life in general, and I was like thinking about like how sometimes I forget to like give myself credit for where I started to where I'm at now. Like, I think because I see myself every day and I like live with myself every day, I guess I just don't see the journey like that I've taken all the time. And it stresses me out because sometimes I feel like, oh, I should be like further along in my journey, or I should be doing this certain thing by this time period, and that like stresses me out. But I think it's like always important to remember, like, okay, where I'm at right now is not where I started, and just that in itself is a victory, and I need to celebrate that, and I need to like kind of pat myself on the back and remind myself that I did a good job, because it's like I have really high expectations for myself. And I hold myself to a really high standard in like literally everything I do. So it's really easy for me to get down on myself and be hard on myself when I feel like I'm not doing what I need to do, and like I'm not growing or progressing in whatever I'm doing. So like, for example, like working out and all that, especially health like related stuff, it's real easy to down credit what you've already done. But like for me, I used to be really unhealthy. So I had to come to a point where I decided to change and not live my life that way. And even making that decision and sticking to it matters. And it's like, it's important, So, excuse me, I think it's like, I just have to like stop, I guess, racing for a second and give myself a little bit more credit, because the stuff that I've accomplished just in that aspect, just in that mindset shift is big, because that's the first step into making it better and doing better. So it's definitely like interesting, because you just have to like remember to slow down. And I move so fast, my brain is always going like a million miles an hour. So these little moments of like stillness, these little moments of just sitting and talking with you guys and hanging out really helps me collect my brain, and helps me remember like the little things and the little efforts I've done every day to get myself to where I'm at now, and especially when it comes to working out and being healthier. Like, it's so easy to sit here and say, well, my muscles don't look the way I want. I don't have abs the way I want. My back muscles aren't the way I want, But then I look at pictures from years ago or like before I started, and I am shocked. Like, I don't even look like the same person. And it's so crazy because when I go out and about, like I still live where I graduated, I'll see people from school and I recognize them, and a lot of times they don't recognize me, and I think it's just because like I've changed so much. Like my whole face has changed. Like I have a different hairstyle, like everything. Like I've made a lot of growth, and I guess I just forget that. So I guess if there's anything you guys take away from this video, just remember to like give yourselves credit for where you started to where you're at, because I think we're all so hard on ourselves. I know I am. I'm my hardest critic. I'm always hard on myself. I'm always thinking of ways to make stuff better. I'm always trying to upgrade and learn more knowledge so I can be better at stuff. And sometimes I think it's important to just stop and be like, good job, self. Good job. You did a good job. Everybody needs that. And if you don't get it from other people, you definitely got to get it from somewhere. So, do it for yourself. Be that person for yourself. But yeah, just sitting thinking about that. I just think how much my mentality has shifted too from back then. The only thing that I used to consume my brain was food. I used to just think about food all the time and like what I was gonna eat for my next meal, what I was gonna cook for my next meal. Like literally, guys, the only thing I thought about was food, which got kind of obsessive. And I would be so excited to eat, but for me, it's not like eating was like a hobby. It was like an activity, and it's not like I would like eat good food. Like I would be eating like brownies and chocolate and sugar, and that stuff is not good for you in the long run. I mean, you get short-term like happiness, but in the long run you get bloated, you get all this other stuff. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. And all things in moderation. And I definitely didn't understand that back in the day. So I'd be like, moderation, I'm gonna eat the whole box of cookies, surely, you know. And I did, and I would, and a lot. So just making that mentality shift where it's like, I'll have a few cookies and actually only have a few cookies, it's a big step for me. And I think I didn't give myself enough credit for that, because I used to be kind of like wild about the food, you know. I would just like nom 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 nom, like just eat it all, you know. So I think it's definitely important to just remember those things and remember that, like, sure, you're not where you want to be ideally, but you're sure of a heck further along than you were where you started. And just being able to be like, okay, here's where I'm at, but look at how much progress I've made. Not only look at how much progress I've made, every day I make steps into making this a real life goal for me. So for me, right now, I'm getting ready to get serious and really start hitting the gym and doing stuff like that. And something that reminds myself that I am doing a good job, I am putting an effort, is that I make small decisions every day to not be that person I used to be. So like I have so many things in place with myself to remind myself, like, you know, don't eat when you're bored. Make sure you eat a full meal. If you're gonna snack, make sure you have a bottle of water. Like, you know, like stuff like that. Like just making sure that I have certain things in place so that I make this a consistent lifestyle, because that's, I think, what adds up. And as the time has gone on, I've noticed like the small things that I can just keep myself honest to result in such a big change at the end of the day. So if I can just remind myself to not give up and to have a little bit of courage and be like, okay, I know I really want that cookie, or I know I really want that ice cream or whatever, but I'm working towards this goal. And if I make this decision now, weeks down the line, I'll be thankful. Just like I am thankful now to myself a couple months ago for making better decisions, you know. So past me always has future me, and future me knows that past me is making the right decisions. You get what I'm saying? So it's definitely I don't know, that's just kind of how I've been thinking about it, where I'm like, present me has to take care of future me. And future me is going to be really proud of present me, because future me knows that I have the capability of doing what I need to do and reaching my goals, because I've already done it, you know. So future me has all the confidence, and future me knows that present me will do what it takes, and then in turn future me will maybe take me out on a date or something, you know, like give me a little treat, like treat myself. And that's the other thing, specifically with food. I'm trying to get into this mindset where it's like most of my life is a certain way. Most of my life I eat healthy. Most of my life I do this. And then maybe once a month, once every couple weeks or something, I can have a treat. I can have something I've been craving for a few weeks. Just like recently, I've been craving a lot of like ramen, and I haven't had any. And finally, yesterday I made some, and it was so good. Like definitely a craving I was having. I had some, and now like I don't want any more. Like I'm good. Like I'm happy, you know. So I'm proud of myself for making that choice, and like not just indulging when I wanted, and being able to wait for like a couple weeks before I do that. So then my body's not feeling super bad. I'm not setting myself back, and like I said, making those small decisions every day to amount to something bigger. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. That's just some of my thoughts about it. I don't know, just remember to be nice to yourself. Give yourself credit. You've done a lot already. So, you know, maybe get a massage or something. Like, treat yourself. But other than that, you guys, I hope you have a good rest of your week. Don't forget to drink water and take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next video.